Welcome to Sleep Tight Relax. Thank you very much for listening. Our sleep story tonight is about a girl who is very kind and generous. She lives with her family, but they are not always very nice to her. She is sitting by the well one day with her spindle and starts crying. She cannot see very clearly because of her tears and pricks her finger on the spindle and gets some blood on the cloth. She is worried her stepmother will be angry, so she leans over and tries to rinse the blood in the well water. But her spindle slips into the well and falls down to the bottom. The kind girl tells her stepmother what happened, and she gets very angry and tells the girl to go and find it. The girl goes into the well all the way to the bottom and ends up in a big meadow. She follows the road she finds at the bottom of the well to try and find her spindle. Before we continue with our story, let's first make sure you are cozy and comfortable. Turn off the lights, silence notifications. Find your comfortable place, your place to relax, or your favorite position in bed. Wiggle around a bit and make yourself comfortable. This is your safe place, a place where you can relax and sleep, where you feel warm and cozy. And you get to return to this place at the end of each day. Now close your eyes if you'd like, and we'll begin with a few slow, deep belly breaths. Each time you breathe in, breathe all the way down into your belly. Take a deep breath in and out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Take another breath. Fill your body and allow your breathing to relax you as you exhale fully. Breathe in relaxation. Breathe out tension. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep breathing slowly like this for as long as you feel comfortable. Mother Hulda. There was once a widow who had 2 daughters. The older of the girls was angry and not very kind, but the mother loved her dearly because she was exactly like herself. and also because she was her own daughter. The younger girl was only her stepdaughter, and because of this, and also because the girl was good, kind, and pretty, the mother did not like her as much and did all she could to make her sad. One day, the kind daughter sat by the well spinning, and as she spun, she wept because she was so unhappy. The tears blurred her eyes, and soon she pricked her finger, and a drop of blood fell on the cloth. The girl was frightened, for she feared her stepmother would scold her when she saw the cloth. So she stooped over the edge of the well to try to wash the blood off. But the spindle slipped from her hand and sank down and down through the water until it was lost to sight. That was even worse than ever. The girl did not know what the stepmother would do to her when she heard the spindle had been lost down the well. Still, she knew she had to tell her what had happened. The stepmother was indeed very angry. "You are good for nothing," she cried. "You are the trouble of my life. Out of my sight now, and do not return home until you can bring the spindle with you." And she gave the girl a hard push so that she almost fell over. The girl was so frightened and unhappy that she ran out of the door without stopping to think. She jumped into the well to search for the spindle. Down, down she sank through the waters, just as the spindle had done. And when she reached the bottom, she found herself in a big green meadow with a road leading across it. The girl followed the road, and soon she came to a baker's oven that stood beside the road, and it was full of bread. The girl was about to pass by, but the loaves inside called to her, "Take us out! Take us out! If we are left in the oven any longer, we will burn." She was surprised to hear the bread speak to her, but she opened the door and took the loaves out and set them neatly on the end to cool. Then she went on. A little farther, she came to an apple tree. It was so loaded down with fruit that the branches bent with the weight of it. shake me, cried the apple tree. "My apples are ripe and my boughs are likely to break with the weight of them." The girl shook the apple tree till the apples fell about her in a shower. She piled the apples neatly around the tree and went on her way. After a while, she came to a little house, and an old woman with big teeth was looking out of the window. The girl was frightened by the old woman and was about to turn around when the woman called to her, "Do not be afraid. I will not hurt you. I need a companion to help me." Come in, and if you serve me faithfully, I will reward you well." The girl did not feel afraid any longer. She opened the door and went in. The old woman took her upstairs and showed her a great feather bed. "I am Mother Hulda," she said. "It is I who sends out the frost and snow all over the world. Every day you must give my bed a good beating. Then, when the feathers fly, it snows upon the earth." The girl stayed with Mother Hulda for many months. Each day she gave the bed such a good beating that the feathers flew, and there was a lot of snow that year. Mother Hulda was very, very pleased with her. She was kind to her, and the girl had all she wanted to eat, and the very best of foods, and a comfortable bed to sleep in. But all the same, by the time the winter was over, she began to feel sad and lonely. She longed to see her home, and her mother and sister also, even though they were unkind to her. "Now I see it is time for you to go back to the earth again," said Mother Hulda. "You have served me well and faithfully, and you shall be rewarded, as I promised you." She then opened a closet door and brought out the girl's spindle and gave it to her. After that, she took the girl by the hand and led her out of the house and along a road to a great gate that stood open. "There lies the way for you to go home," said Mother Hulda. The girl passed out through the gate, and as she did so, a shower of gold fell all about her like rain and stuck to her, so that she glittered from head to foot with gold. Even her shoes and her clothes were golden. "That is my reward to you because you have been such a good companion," said Mother Hulda. Then the gate closed, and the girl ran along the road and quickly came to the house of her stepmother. As she entered the gate, the rooster crowed loudly, "Cock-a-doodle-doo! Our golden girl's come home again." She entered the house, and now her mother and sister were glad to see her because she was covered with gold. They asked her where she had been and who had given her all that treasure. The girl told them, and they were jealous. "Here, take your spindle," cried the woman to her own daughter. "Throw it in the well and jump down after it. If Mother Hulda has rewarded your sister in this way, what will she not do for you? No doubt you will come home all covered with diamonds and rubies." The other sister took her spindle and threw it down the well, as her mother had told her, and jumped in after it. Down, down she went, just as her sister had done, and there was the green meadow with the road leading across it. The girl hurried along the road, for she was in a hurry to reach Mother Hulda's house and get a reward, and soon she came to the oven. "Take us out! Take us out!" cried the loaves inside. "We will burn if we are left in here any longer." "Why should I dirty my hands for you?" cried the girl. "Stay where you are. and if you burn, no one will be the worse for it but yourselves." And so saying, she went on her way. A little farther, she came to the apple tree, and its boughs were bent with the weight of the fruit it bore. Shake me," cried the apple tree. "My fruit is ripe, and my boughs are likely to break from the weight of it." "Not I," cried the girl. "I will not shake you. Suppose one of the apples should fall upon my head. Your boughs may break for all of me." And so she went on her way, munching an apple that she had picked up from off the ground. It was not long before she came to Mother Hulda's house, and there was Mother Hulda herself looking out of the window. The girl was not afraid of her and her long teeth, for the good sister had already told her about them. She marched up to the door and opened it, as bold as bold. "I have come to be your new companion and to stay with you," she said, "and to get the reward." "Very well," answered Mother Hulda. "If you serve me well and faithfully, the reward shall not be lacking." She then took the girl upstairs and showed her the bed, and told her how she was to shake and beat it. Then she left her there. The girl began to beat the bed, but she soon tired of it and came downstairs and asked if supper was ready. Mother Hulda frowned, but she said nothing, and she gave the girl a good supper of bread and meat. The next day, the girl hardly beat the bed at all, and the next day, it was still worse. At the end of the week, hardly a flake of snow had floated out over the world. "You will never do for me," said Mother Hulda. "You will have to go." "Very well," answered the girl. "I am willing, but give me my reward first." "Yes, you shall have your reward," said Mother Hulda, "and you deserve it." She opened the closet and took out the spindle and gave it to her, and led her along the road to the open gate. The girl was very pleased. "Now, in a moment," she thought, "I will be all covered with gold the way my sister was, unless I am covered with diamonds and rubies." "There is your way to get home," cried Mother Hulda. The girl ran through the gate. But instead of gold or precious stones, a shower of ash fell over her so that she was covered from head to foot. "That is the reward of your services," cried Mother Hulda to the girl, and then she banged the gate and locked it so the girl could not come back. So the second daughter ran home, crying, and as she entered the gate, the rooster crowed loudly, "Cock-a-doodle-doo! Our ashy girl's come home again." And try as she might, the girl could never get the ash entirely off of her. But as for the kind, gentle sister, she was married to a great, kind man who loved her dearly, and they lived happily together for many years. Sleep tight.